Tôi, vợ tôi, vợ tôi đang... Bà đang về với con. Tôi đã về với mình đây. Nhưng tôi còn đâu mảnh hình hài nữa. Tôi đã chết rồi má con bay ơi. Tôi thảm thương biết chừng nào. Các bạn của tôi, nếu không thể tránh được cái chết thảm thương như tôi. Trở về đi các bạn ơi, sẽ không thì quá muộn rồi, quá trễ rồi. Trở về đi, về đi các bạn ơi. Về đi.
Operation Wandering Souls was a tactic that played off the beliefs of many of the Vietnamese soldiers during the Vietnam War. They would play audio recordings of these ghostly messages to scare off the Vietnamese soldiers. The success of the operation is unknown and widely debated, but some soldiers in the US platoon swore that it worked, as they would play the audio recordings of the voices going in a loop. It disturbed many of the wildlife in the jungle. The jungle would come alive every time these tapes were played. And maybe the tapes disturbed something that normally would be reclusive to people. Before the war started in Vietnam, there had been many stories of something strange lurking in the remote parts of the jungle. Many people in Vietnam, Laos, and northern Borneo have told stories of an ape-like creature walking on two legs, similar to a sasquatch. Most of the sightings happened around the Vu Quang Nature Reserve. This creature is mainly known as the Batutut, or the jungle people. The Batutut are said to be around 6 feet tall, muscular, with a protruding stomach. It's covered with dark hair, mainly black or brown. The only place on its body that is not covered in hair are its feet, knees, hands, and face. They are known to be aggressive, especially encounters within Borneo. Many of those stories always involve the Batutut attacking people. They are said to travel in packs and are mainly active at dusk or night. The locals around the region consider this creature to be a mere fact, and the stories of the Batutut seem to be held within the region where the stories took place until the Vietnam War started. There would be numerous reports amongst soldiers, both American and Vietnamese, claiming to see a strange, hairy creature lurking in the jungles. The Vietnamese soldiers were aware of these creatures, but the American troops were startled, and they would nickname these creatures the rock apes. Encounters of the rock apes were pretty common throughout the Vietnam War. In some cases, the Batutut was mistaken for an enemy troop, only to startle the soldier when they got a better look. In 1968, a Vietnam veteran wrote in his journal describing an incident with one of these creatures. It started with hearing unexplainable noises along the outer perimeter of the camp late one night. They couldn't tell if what they were hearing was normal Vietnamese jungle life or an enemy. A corporal that was nicknamed Pancho took it upon himself to investigate the noise. Pancho walks up the hill with this jive swag that he sometimes had to the communications bunker where the noise was. The rest of the soldiers are surprised when they hear the corporal shooting off his weapon and then running back to camp. Almost immediately, the unit's lieutenant was on the radio, demanding to know why shots were fired and what they were being shot at. When Pancho reached the camp, he states that he had been walking back and had noticed a bush shaking a bit, like there was something behind it. When he leaned down to get a closer look, the bush snorted at him, and he caught a glimpse of something behind it. This caused him to panic and fire. He said he witnessed a strange creature step up behind the bush. It had a muscular frame and reddish hair, and was standing on 2 legs. The soldiers then speculated that it was just a large orangutan, but then one of them pointed out that orangutans were not native to Vietnam. As they argued over this, one of them laughs loudly, and something in the darkness mimics that laughter. They can see the outline of someone, and there just was enough light to make out that this was a primate. It stares at them for about 10 seconds, and then loses interest and walks back into the forest. What they had encountered was the rock ape of Vietnam. They would soon find out that the rock ape sightings were pretty common amongst the soldiers. These animals were quite fearless, and many more sightings were reported since then throughout Vietnam.